Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jessie Clyde, and I'm a program officer at International Planned Parenthood Federation, Western Hemisphere region in New York City. And today I will discuss how sexuality education curricula that integrate gender and rights achieve better results. I will share how IPPF has used It's All One curriculum, a publication of guidelines and activities for a unified approach to sexuality, gender, HIV, and human rights education, to improve sexuality education in Latin America and the Caribbean. Finally, I will introduce a new tool called Inside and Out that we are using to evaluate our success. So Douglas Kirby's well-known review of sexuality programs demonstrated that the most traditional programs were not having the desired impact on indicators such as STIs and pregnancy. Additionally, Population Council analyzed 38 rigorous evaluations of sexuality curricula around the world and found that they were infrequently integrating gender and rights. For example, they found that sexual coercion and male behavior are mentioned frequently, while homophobia, women's pleasure, and gender issues around oral sex are mentioned much less. There was a total absence of explanation about gender discrimination in society or legal and social reforms to transform the relationship between the sexes and ensure that young women have enough power to make decisions around marriage, condom use, etc. They also found that there was an emphasis on individualistic models of decision-making and no emphasis on critical thinking. However, we now know that curricula that integrate gender and rights have better outcomes. We see decreased intimate partner violence, greater female control over the terms of sex, more equitable gender norms, improvement in school, and expanded social networks. It's All One takes these lessons learned and translates them into guidelines and activities for gender and rights-based sexuality education. This more integrated approach to sexuality education can facilitate providing CSE for younger adolescents. It can form a basis for then later introducing tougher topics such as sexual diversity and abortion. And it promotes critical thinking, and with that, quality education, gender equality, human rights, and democracy. Using It's All One as a guide, IPPF carried out curriculum development workshops to ensure that our partners in the field were empowered to integrate gender and rights into their lesson plans and their activities. Sometimes this was quite simple. For example, when talking about condom use, it was important to sort of go beyond mentioning failure rates and how to put on a condom and discuss how, for example, power imbalances might make condom negotiation more difficult. When we started our work, only 3 of our member associations in Latin America and the Caribbean met the criteria for integrating gender and rights. But after working with approximately 20 of them, there are now 12 that meet this rigorous criteria. So now you're all probably wondering how we evaluated the curriculum. I would like to conclude this presentation by introducing our new tool, Inside and Out. It's an Excel-based tool that we developed together with UNESCO, and it supports the collection and analysis of data related to civil society comprehensive sexuality education programs using international evidence and standards of good practice. The major source materials are It's All One and the IPPF framework for comprehensive sexuality education. Inside Out includes analysis of content, language and messaging, program development, educator training, and other key elements that can lead to the success of a program. It also includes information on national level health data with a focus on gender so that curricula can be tailored to different contexts. And it's available in English, Spanish, and French. In my work, I pay special attention to the content evaluation section, so I just wanted to share with you all what a typical evaluation might look like. The tool presents areas of strength and areas of improvement in a simple, easy-to-analyze way. And the implementation of this tool has really been our first step towards better assessing the content as well as the scope of our sexuality education work. And if you would like to learn more about our work on sexuality education, you can follow us on Twitter or join our Facebook page. Thank you.